everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. This video I'm going to be setting up the week of May 1st through the 7th. This is my dashboard planner. I use this for social media, but it's really good for any kind of planning where you have stuff that has to happen on specific days of the week, but also more general stuff that just needs to happen blah, 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 at some point during the week. And that's what social media planning is for me in a nutshell. The theme I'm going with is just something I've wanted to do. I didn't really have a challenge that grabbed my attention for this week. So I have this scrapbook paper pad from Michaels from, I don't know, a couple years ago, I would guess. I don't see a year on here, but it definitely is from a couple years ago. And I just love these pages in there that have this kind of academic style, almost like from an old style field journal, botanical field journal kind of a feel to it. And so I could turn this any way, but I definitely want the printing to be here so that I have my space to write and have lines up there. So this little flower here is my favorite one on the whole page. If I turn the page this way, based on wanting the florals to be here, that direction is the one direction that gives me those florals on there twice. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my paper trimmer. I'm going to cut off this section of the page. We're going to go ahead and take a little strip to bring across over onto the right hand page, and then we'll tape runner it down and punch it and all of that good stuff. And once I get all that stuff done, then I'll be back with you. All right, I love it. That looks really great. Okay, the other thing I have to go with this scrapbook paper pad is the floral sticker pages that went with it. So these 3 pages definitely match this particular piece of paper, so we'll use some of those. And then I also pulled the Mojo Jojo Plans green Boxes and More sticker book, and that is for a February and then some of the checklists or whatnot. Why did I say February? Where did that come from? May. We'll put a May up there in this really, really dark green. I think that goes really well. Although, you know what? I could hand letter May, because this looks really small and I have such a nice big empty space. And I know you all like to see my hand lettering. Let's do it. I'm going to pause this and grab a really dark, big, fat green brush lettering pen, and I'll be right back. All right, I pulled the Calligraph from Archer and Olive because it's got a fat end and a thin end, and I thought I might get wild and crazy and go ahead and write my functional words with this end. So, and this is the olive color. So let's go ahead and get started. This mat that I'm using as my background for the last year or so is actually kind of like a giant mouse pad. It's a little squishy. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over top of something more firm so that I can write without it squishing a little bit on me. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up while I write out May up in the corner with the fat end. And actually, let's go ahead and give myself a straight edge as well, at least for the first part of the word. I feel like I could go ahead and do filming and themes and just kind of keep them as the 2 boxes here. Let's see. Because my Y drops down, I could do my 2 boxes here and here, and then leave myself room for habit trackers or a quote of some kind. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and, first of all, let's grab a stencil and draw in my, I'm just going to write right on these light green pages because I think they're perfect for that. Let me grab a, you know what, I was going to grab a dark green mild liner, but I think black or brown, I think black. or brown. I think brown, since this is more of a vintagey kind of a feel. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I franken-planned this to the back of my habit tracker, which watch any of my flip throughs and you'll know why I did that. I franken-plan my social media planner in a special way. And so, all right, so let's bring this one down almost all the way down to this foliage here. And I'm just going to put in about 8 or 10 bullet points. I'll work my way up. Let's see, I don't want to hit that, so we'll go to about there. And then for this one, I can come up nice and high. So let's go ahead and bring it up nice and high, and I can put my functional word right above it. Next, I'll use the small end of the calligraph to write in my functional words above here, in for a penny and for a pound, as they say. So we'll go film and ideas. And then we might as well go ahead and put videos over here. All right, we can also use that with the habit trackers if we want. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff going on over there. I still need to do my habit trackers. I need to do a quote too. Flowers bloom, wings in the sky. I kind of don't want the same. Ooh, this is a pretty one. My heart is with the flowers, and it contrasts. It's kind of a blue color. I need to figure out what I'm doing with my habit trackers too. I almost feel like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that have like a white center. I could put my habit trackers in there if I could fit them all on there, or I could just draw them on, or I could use, let's grab my habit tracker book. Let's see what habit trackers. Maybe I'm going to use the super dark green from this book. Maybe we can find some habit trackers that'll work with that. These super dark green ones. Those are nice. So I should also say, I will link a video in the cards up above on how to make this book. Basically, anytime I came across a page in a sticker book that was all or mostly habit trackers, I pulled it out and added it to this book. So I would have them all in one spot so that I could do exactly what I'm doing now. I could flip through here and look for something to match my spread pretty well. I'm not seeing anything else in that super dark green. These are pretty colors that I feel like match this palette, this color palette. Maybe we should use some of these. There's a little bit of this blue. Maybe we go gray, the 2 grays and this black one. Let's do that. The other thing I started doing not too long after I figured out how to make a book like this is writing out the name of the sticker book that this came from, so that just in case I wanted to look for stickers that matched, I would know what book to look in. Alright, so knowing I have these picked out, they will all fit up here, so that would leave me room for more of a quote. She wears dewdrops as others wear pearls. I like that too, even though it's on white sticker paper. And that actually is small enough it would fit up there. Okay, so then we would put these down here, but that still would leave me room for a quote, or I could come diagonally like this way along the row of flowers with a quote. Okay, let's do that. Let's do, I just really love this one. All right, let's park these. And I definitely want this one. My heart is with the flowers. I'm feeling like for this one, since my flowers are here, it makes sense to put it up here where they're farther away from the other flowers. And it does fit. right there like that. Okay, and then if I want to go with this other quote here, nothing wrong with more than one quote, kind of here, because I'm liking the idea of putting these 3 habit trackers kind of tucked in amongst these florals. So I got that one turned this way. Let's turn this one this way and put the habit trackers around it. Which I guess it's more limiting. That can move. So my limiting factor is tucking these in amongst these florals. So let's put these on first. And you know what? I am not liking the amount of contrast there. That really blends in. Let's go back to that page and pick, we'll keep the black, but let's pick the 2 pinkier ones for more contrast. I also prefer pink with green anyway, so I think that'll work fine. I don't really want to come down here because that cut limits how long my lines are, so we'll come back up here. And then again, I'm running into the same thing here, this line being truncated. So I think this needs to go, maybe it doesn't go on here actually, because there's kind of my space. You know what? It's not going to work. That's okay. All right, let's step away from this page and come over to this page. So I need to decide, am I going with, I think I'll go with bullet points. So we'll go bullet points and this size. So I'm going to speed it up. I have my super pointy tweezers. These are for dealing with artificial eyelashes. And I'm going to go ahead and put a few bullet points on each day of the week, as well as one of those boxes up next to the day of the week. And that is my stat box. That is so that I can mark down my daily subscriber counts for YouTube and Instagram. And when I get done with all of that, I'll be back. I do have a link in the description box for these tweezers. All the links in my description boxes, well, at least a lot of them, are affiliate links, Amazon affiliate links. Don't be afraid of affiliate links. They don't cost you any extra. They simply take a few pennies of the profit and redirect them my way as a way to support me and encourage me to continue to share my favorite products with you. Okay, there we go. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking the pen choice with the box choice. So while I was doing all of that, I did think to myself that we could possibly fit this quote down here, because I rarely use all of these bullet points on Saturday and Sunday. I definitely also want to take some florals, some of the smaller decorative stickers from over here, and use them on this side to bring more of this look across. So first I want to pick something for this corner. I like this cluster. This is the same cluster but smaller, and I think that'll fit there. I also kind of want to look for something for up here. But you know what? I think we'll just stick to the smaller clusters that I can fit next to a few of these boxes. So here's that one that I said I loved the most. The other thing I can do, and I've done this in other videos, and I'm realizing this box is crooked, is cut one of these florals in half. Yep, it's not going to let me do it. Let's cut one in half without cutting my thumbnail. And what we're going to do is, because that's more than enough room for me to write, so this way, I like that. Let's do that with a couple more. do that probably with this one. It's nice and small. Or this one. This one actually is slightly larger. Let's cut it in quarters. Just to have this someplace, we're going to put it way up here in the corner. Why not? I don't want to waste it. Excellent. All right. Normally I'd put a cup of coffee here, but I'm kind of thinking I want one of these florals. Like maybe this one, this nice tall skinny one, or this one. Let's put this one on there, a nice tall skinny one. Just because I do feel like I need more floral over here for balance. Pretty awesome so far. I could put a couple of these butterflies up here. Let's do that too. I got 4 butterflies. Let's use them all. I could put one over here. Let's put one over here. There we go. That's what I can put in this space. My one butterfly. All right, this side looks really darn good. Actually, both sides look really good. I think I'm done. The only other thing I need to do is write in what these are. So let's grab this pen one more time. I'm not going to brush letter, but I am going to use the pen because the color matches. There. I think it's done. These feel well defined enough that I don't need to put corner stickers on. So plus I don't think I have anything that's going to add that kind of vintage botanical vibe to it. So, and I do have a video of me making this, so I will try to remember to link that in the cards up above. So there we go. There is my scrapbook paper vintage botanical Mayflowers spread in my dashboard planner. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to get outside the box, maybe try replacing one of the pages in your planner completely. It doesn't always only work for dashboard, it can work for vertical planners as well. So if you do like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, dropping me a smiley face or kind word. All those interactions with my videos help me with the YouTube algorithm and are a great way to support me. Thank you.